If we're going to advance as a human society, we're going to need to get a lot better and more comfortable talking about privilege. The discomfort and pushback that comes around talking about privilege is that there's a feeling if someone tells you that you have privilege, that you are a bad person, that you haven't worked hard for the things that you have in your life, that you haven't faced very serious struggles in your life. And that just simply isn't the case. Privilege doesn't mean that your life hasn't been hard, and that doesn't mean that you haven't worked very, very hard for the things that you have. What it does mean is that your identities, your race, your religion, your gender, your ability status, your neurodiverse or neurotypical status, and so on. Those identities haven't stood in the way and been barriers to you having opportunities and haven't actively given you a harder time in your life. You are not a bad person if you have privilege. And honestly, most people in the world have some level of privilege. A lot of the time when we talk about privilege, we're thinking about whiteness. But that isn't necessarily only the case. Something that is not talked about a lot is if you are disabled or if you are not disabled. A lot of folks who have disadvantaged or marginalized identities, that way we like traditionally think of it, especially around race, sexuality, and so on, and gender also, they may be able-bodied and neurotypical, and that affords them a level of privilege that is not afforded with their other identities. So this is a reminder to all of us, myself very much included, to take stock of the privileges that we have so that we can be more sensitive and understanding of the barriers that other people face who don't have the privileges that we have. And more importantly, taking active steps to make sure that those without our areas of privilege are able to have equitable access to opportunities and the highest quality of life possible.